One of the cool parts about being part of this channel is being able to see the PvP season coming out and also being prepared for that. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about exactly what I've been doing in order to prepare for the PvP season, because there's really a lot more to it as opposed to previous expansions where you would like have to cap out your honor, get the honor gear or whatever. And like now it's really like, it's not quite as simple as just PvPing and doing battlegrounds. There's actually a lot to do to prepare yourself for PvP, and specifically the competitive arena that comes out, right? So exactly like what I've been doing, I want to take you through a little bit of like what I've been doing in order to prepare myself for the season coming out, which is like this upcoming Tuesday, which I think is going to be the 20th. So on the 20th of September, that's when the PvP season comes out, and you guys are going to have a lot of fun with it. And getting right into it, a couple things that I've been doing. Again, I'm going to talk about the world quest. I know I've been talking about the world quest a lot in the last few videos, but honestly, the main point of something to, like, that's what you do right now in Legion, is you like get these world quests done, and you get a couple other things done, which I'll talk about in a second. But like with the world quest, again, they can offer you gear and artifact power, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But the artifact or the gear itself is really important to do whenever you get to world quest. So how that works is that the higher your item level is, the more, like, the stronger gear that becomes available through world quest. So for example, if you have like an 805 item level, it's possible that you'll see an 825 piece come up. Or if you have, like, I'm sitting at 46 item level, 847 item level, something like that. And most of the gear that pops up for me is all like 825, 835, and sometimes even 840 mythic gear. And all of those can Titan Forge. Okay, so I'm going to be making a video once the PvP season launches that explains exactly how all the gearing works in PvP and how all the stats are normalized and all that stuff. But the most important thing that you need to know is that this item level right here actually determines how strong you are in PvP, all the way up to item level 900, which is currently unattainable. Like, you can't get that in the game right now. But what you want to do is you want to find gear that allows you to get the highest item level possible, because that item level is going to allow you to be getting more stats. Because in PvP right now, you basically are brought up to an 800 item level. You have these like normal stats, and then every single item level you get all the way up to 900 is going to increase your power level by 0.1%. Okay, all the way up to 10% increased stats. So again, if you're a warrior, for example, and you have 10% increased stats over another warrior, that's a really big amount of damage. Okay, that's 10% more damage at the minimum, right? And like not even including crits. And I think that if you are going to be doing whatever it takes in order to like be competitive, and you're really setting your goals high for this upcoming season, you need to find a way to increase your item level. And the way I've been doing that is, again, doing the world quests. Really need to pay attention to these PvP world quests. They respawn a lot faster than the regular ones. I think they only last like 5 or 6 hours. Like this says 5 hours. And then like these PvP world quests, they respawn. Okay. And this is going to like be a nice segue for the next section, is because with these world quests, they can actually offer PvP honor gear all the way up to 840 gear. Like right now I have my helm, which is an 840 silk cowl, and it gives me crit and versatility, which really isn't a huge deal for PvP. But regardless, I got an epic piece of PvP gear before the season launched from world quests. Okay, and with these PvP world quests, how the PvP world quests work is that your honor ranking is actually what scales the gear. So the system I just explained, where world quest, if you have an item level and you get like stronger pieces of gear based on that item level, that's different from PvP. How that works is it actually scales off of your honor ranking. So if you're at like honor rank 20, you're going to have the possibility of getting that 840 gear, that epic gear, but it's not going to be as much. If you're at like honor rank 1, you're really only going to see the blue honor, like the blue PvP gear, which is like 805 to 810 item level. So what you're going to want to do is, for this next section of the video, is really like grind out these honor rankings, because not only is it relevant for you to do in order to get better gear through the world quests that are spawning pretty frequently, but you also have the honor PvP talents, and that's really important, is getting these honor PvP talents finished, because these are the most important thing for your, like, or one of the most important things for your power level in terms of PvP, because these literally are abilities that people are going to have over you if you do not farm this honor out. And the best way, in my opinion, is to farm BGs. Like, just get some friends together or look in your pre-made groups or whatever it is, and actually go find some battleground people to farm with and get this honor ranking up. Just do battlegrounds to the fastest way, in my opinion. And I think that if you grind out all of these and have the proper specs, which I'll go over after the season launches, I think that if you have that ready to go, you're gonna be stronger than a lot of people who didn't take the time to farm that out. That's a really big deal for PvP. So be sure to get these honor talents finished, get to rank 50, and be ready to go. And just a heads up, if you prestige your character, you actually reset back to level 1 and you lose your PvP talent. So that is one thing that has caused a lot of controversy within the PvP community, but I wanted to at least give you guys a heads up that does happen. So if you get to honor level 50, you're able to prestige. If you prestige, you go back to 1 and you don't have PvP talents anymore. You have to work your way back up to level 50 in order to unlock them again. So it's up to you whether you want to actually prestige. Okay. And then last but not least, I definitely want to talk about the artifact. Okay, so a lot of people don't understand that the artifact traits in the game are a really, really big deal. Okay, so these artifact traits really do matter in PvP. They allow you to have a really high amount of power. If somebody's just been doing arenas and skirmishes and not been getting their artifact power out of the way, and like increasing it to the like maximum that they can, then you're really going to have a less strong character than a lot of people out there, because this does work in PvP. These artifact traits are a really big deal, and getting these artifact power stuff out of the way is going to increase your character's power by a lot. And I think, like, for example, like what's it called, the like fire critical strike damage you deal by 3%, like this pyroblast damage by 6%, like all this stuff works in PvP. So what you can do is, again, these world quests, there's a lot of artifact power in world quests. I'm trying to find one for you guys to see right now. They're all order resources. Like right here, like you can get that one, and like all the rare world quests gives you artifact power. Like if I were to do a dungeon, I get 600 artifact power. If I'm going to do my daily heroic, as you can see, like right here, I get 600 artifact power. And you're also supposed to be like do those world quests, do all of Suramar, you'll get that artifact power, but also be talking to this person, which is you're going to be your researcher. And like mine is the Tiras Guard researcher, so that means that whenever I'm in my mage hall, it's this girl, and I talk to her, and then I'm able to start work orders that actually increase the artifact knowledge, which means that you get faster artifact power. You're able to empower your artifact weapon a lot faster than you would without this. So be sure to like always have this running. It's really easy to start, and it takes 4 days for one of them to be completed. So be sure to have that done, and you'll be good to go. But regardless, guys, those are my 3 things. I think that with these, like getting your artifact stuff up, getting that item level up through many things, like doing the mythic dungeons, if that's what's interesting to you, like that's how I got mine up. My item level and all my artifact power is usually from that, because like, you know, I'm chilling at 846 item level, 847 item level, which is going to give me a like 4.6 or 4.7% stat increase in PvP, which is a really big deal, and you really should have that. But yeah, I've been doing like mythic dungeons, and I already have a video up that can tell you how to gear up in Legion. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to check that out on my channel. But regardless, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to give a big thumbs up on the video, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. I'll be doing a bunch of these guides for you all, and like helping you keep up with all of the information and keep yourself competitive throughout the PvP season. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.